Sitten. Varran. Nej. Aha. X'sema t-tista. Market Square. ليه اثنين هذا شو اثنين ايش تسوي هاد اثنين ليش
ايش كثير السجلات
صح الساوث ريلوي ستيشن ريلوي سكوير
ال سكوير وريلوي سكوير سنترال ستيشن ال سكوير ريلوي سكوير أو المترو أو مش هفهمها أصلا
شغلت اسمه مثل شغلت الشتوى تاعنا
مشينا وجينا موقف شربوا ħafna birrer imma wkoll. Marru?
Għamlu safa. Il-bilsu.
Seagulls. Insomma, kienu shopping markets. Can perhaps remind us that Finland became independent in 1917 asila xejn. Immediately after the Russian Revolution and managed to retain its sovereign even during the difficult times of World War II. Iġifri taħt ir-Russja kienet mela Sweden Olympic Terminal, but Manor Museum. The Olympia terminal was built by the Olympic butler at the time. Since 1952 and is now used by Tallinnaa, Celia. Number 2 back. The Compass Square. The Unisari Island, only a few minutes ferry ride away from the mainland, is a perfect way to escape the city just for a moment. There is a public beach and barbecue area if you don't pack your lunch with you. There is a restaurant at your service. Ira, number 5. The Georgian style district dates back to the early 20th century. Cruise terminal, one of Helsinki's port arrival and departure point for cruise ships visiting the city. Stop only on certain cruise ship days. Loi can be experienced the Finnish sauna. Dik naħseb worti dak it-tur tada.
Alkoiko teille? Joo. Onko liian lujalla?
Kyllä, joo.
Ei siitä.
Eikö se ole tästä?
Joo, siitä tulee volyymi. Joo, laita vielä pienemmän.
PNG.
Kutosesta.
Eikö se ole nyt kutosella?
Joo. Tuolla on nyt nähtiin kyllä suoseita.
English oder? That's fountain.
Nie ma, to wtedy... Ma wtedy
That's fountain.
On Valpurgis night, the 30th of April, when students cap her in a distinctive black and white cap and bathe her in bubbles. It's the most Finnish gift you can take home for them. It's a cartoon character that looks like an albino hippo, but is in fact a little troll. The Moomins were created by famous Finnish author Tove Jansson, and they are so popular that their adventures have even been made into several movies.
Dik ta' xismu ta' Stockholm.
The terminal on the left is where the Insignia line ships dock before they sail to the Swedish capital of Stockholm. On warm summer weekends, the ferry is crowded with families taking a relaxing cruise, and students going nowhere but there and back, past the autonomous Åland Islands, where alcohol is tax-free. That means the drinks are cheaper, the people prettier, and the jokes funnier, or at least temporarily. In the dead of winter, the cruise liners double up as icebreakers that crush through frozen ice more than half a meter thick. So, for the cost of a ferry ticket, you can have the thrill of feeling the powerful boat slamming down onto the ice to crack, crunch, and shatter the frozen sheets. This is our stop for the Olympia terminal. For those of you leaving us here, we hope you had a wonderful tour. Thank you for using Strömar,
Number 2, Olympia terminal.
farewell, and have a safe journey.
Tää on se hapon, eli saa jäädä missä kohtaa ja tulla takaisin ilman kyllä kun haluaa. Mut kun ei tää on mikään kiinnostavaa. Mä oon ai niin. Onko sulla oma lippu vai se osa Suomeen? Joo. Ai mikä lippu? Toi Euroopan unionin ja Ruotsin välissä. Euroopan unionin.
Differenti, jo?
Imma dak tässä sightseeing dak kai kunna in Helsinki. Al-Islands, il-ferry boat.
Dan ieħor.
And making the water freeze more quickly. And since the water is relatively shallow, there's little tidal movement, no crashing waves, no currents to churn the water and break up the ice. So, in winter, the sea turns into a massive ice rink, and we skate from one island to another.
Tiġi ice rink. They skate from one island to the other from winter.
Ma tikun s-sit kolla laġġa.
One of the islands out there has a tower rising from
Kun maqut, immaġa kun maqut.
a sea fortress that once guarded the city. It stretched over 6 islands and had walls 10 meters thick. Any ship that dared attack would be obliterated by its powerful cannons. Suomenlahden, or Sveaborg as it was called back then, was built by Sweden in the 1700s when most military attacks came from the sea. Sweden had just lost control of the Baltic in the Great Northern War and needed to strengthen her northern defences. So she began building the tiny village of Helsingin into a huge military base to rival the powerful Russian northeast port of Tallinnaa, 87 kilometers across the river.
Vähän taaempana. Sisempänä on tähtitonnelma. Tää on niinku kaivopuisto.
So unexpectedly crossed Finland by land, took Helsinki, and besieged Suomenlahden. Swedish reinforcements couldn't get here because of especially thick ice, and the soldiers in the fort couldn't fire their cannons on the captured town in case they hurt civilians. So they surrendered. There are rumors of treachery and psychological warfare, including that the Russians fed our women lies about the massive strength of the Russian army, and then cunningly allowed them to visit their husbands in the fort. But those are just rumors, and all we really know is that Finland surrendered and became a grand duchy of Russia for more than 100 years. Suomenlahden is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, so take a picnic and sturdy walking shoes, hop on a ferry from Market Square, and explore the island with taking cliffs and great towers beneath the fort.
Hier vorne werden die Teppiche gewaschen.
Hallo.
No, it's al posto. Concordia, da.
Kena sedin il-porċi.
Ja, das ist noch ein Foto.
Wasalna ġina bil-tamam.
Ja, wir sind da lang aus der anderen Richtung gekommen. Ne?
Ich war ja heute am Überlegen, ob ich diese Tour mit dem Auto fahre, aber weil wir zum Markt wollten, das wäre nicht die Zeit. Weil hier ist ja manchmal ein bisschen langsam durchzukommen.
Aber dieses finde ich jetzt auch schön hier.
Ja.
Voll oben auch mit so Bus und dann tolle Erklärungen. So klasse.
Das ist besser, weil wenn ich fahre.
Stop number 4, Compass Square.
Pasku. Smaj, Mumbai ta'
The colourful buildings on our right might look like something from a fairy tale. Rapunzel would be right at home in that round turret. Sleeping Beauty belongs on a floral curved balcony with creeping wrought-iron vines that could spring to life at any moment. These buildings are art
fuq dan
a movement from the hopeful and romantic late 1800s, when architecture tried to use flowing forms inspired by nature. But our brand of art is unique, and especially full of national pride. Look out for the masculine country shapes, of the rough granite facades that seem to symbolize Finnish grit. You'll also find animals from Finnish legends, especially owls. You won't find those features in the art info from other parts of Europe.
No, se olisi tosi kiva. Se olisi ihan hirveän kiva. Tässä
kirkon.
Because Helsinki has the highest concentration of Art Nouveau buildings in Europe. And it was Finnish ingenuity that saved our beautiful old buildings from being bombed like other European cities during World War II. As soon as the army spotted an air raid, they built blazing bonfires out on uninhabited islands around the bay. The decoy fires drew the bombers away, while the city waited with bated breath in blacked-out darkness. Around 16,000 bombs were dropped over Helsinki, but only 5% of them hit the city.
Il-buildings, dik għalek għadna li differenti. Iktar ma jistuża.
Somma tara
This is our stop for
Stockholm
Eira
ukoll.
district, where you
It's a
find the
paragon.
highest concentration of Art Nouveau architecture in Europe.
Stop number 5, Eira.
Iktar li hemm concentration of art buildings fl-Europa. Stockholm, Finland, ukoll.
Sweden, Stockholm. Tallinnaa. Kolla hommat om Sweden. Rahoituksessa.
We have just detoured from our
Tässä kun on Sweden,
pick up or
tätä
drop off
Finland.
passengers from the nearby cruise liner terminal. The passenger ships and ferries out in the bay
Tässä kun te teet full portaid, niin teet full portaid. Portaid on
more than 250 ships, almost half a million passengers visit our coastal city every year.
Half a million
After the
passengers.
Caribbean, the Baltic Sea has consistently been placed as the most popular cruising area in the world, with visitors able to enjoy the breathtaking Nordic landscapes from a different vantage point. There are several cruise terminals available for cruise lines in Helsinki. Winter temperatures in Helsinki can easily reach
Tässä on paikallista unohtaa koko
centigrade.
Minus 15
In
are normal.
1987, it
Minus
even
50
crept
shit
below
wow.
minus 34 degrees. However, that does not stop some of us from swimming. We just make a hole in the ice and jump in.
Nizlet
When you
minus
get out, you
57.
feel invigorated, refreshed, and 20
U
years
xorta
younger,
jom muqal.
like a celebrity
Jamlu
after
bowling
plastic
fil-silġ
surgery.
u jitlu.
With so much coastline, there's no way we let our short summer get in the way of enjoying a good splash. Nowadays, you can enjoy spa and bathing options and underwater lights that take the fear of the dark deep out of the equation. He lived through 2 world wars and died at the ripe old age of 91. But for some mysterious reason, he made very little music in the last 30 years of his life. Those years became known as the silence of Järvenpää. And although the music had died, Sibelius continued in top form, drinking and carousing and telling stories to the more wayward members of Helsinki's social elite. He was often gone for days and sometimes weeks. Legend has it that his wife, Aino, once sent a courier to him with a fretful note asking, "Sibelius, when will you be home?" His reply came back, "I am not sure, as I am a composer, not a fortune teller." And he went back to his lobsters and champagne. This is our stop for the Hernesaari terminal. For those of you leaving us here, we
Stop
hope
number
you had a
6,
wonderful tour.
Hernesaari Cruise
Thank you
Terminal.
for using Strömö, Finland. Heippa, farewell, and have a safe journey.
Kan man auch von den Schiffen so eine Tour machen.
Gut organisiert. Boah, was passen da Leute drauf? Das ist ja der Hammer.
Kreuzfahrtschiff.
Loud hey at you. Do not be alarmed. Hey is the Finnish word for hello. It's
Hey,
meant by
hello,
simply
yeah.
Hej, hallå.
Hej, hallå.
Hej,
Ja, bye.
Okej.
Hej, hej.
The language is extremely complex with an incredible 15 cases and nouns. And we often just add words together until they become intimidatingly long. Like lentokonesui turbine moottori, appemekanico aliopseriopilas. That means airplane jet turbine engine auxiliary mechanic non-commissioned officer student or a student aeronautical mechanic. But our language is beautiful. In 1900 it became second in a beauty contest for languages in Paris. Just listen to this phrase, which means
Stop number 7, Loulu.
aja hiljaa sillalla.
Onko se sitten myös joku viimeinen?
Aja hiljaa
While
sillalla.
on tour, you might spot our
Aja
flag
hiljaa.
with a
Ja
blue
palpito.
cross on a white background. We're so proud of it that it even has a name. Sineristili,
Istumainen
the blue cross flag. The blue cross signifies
Yeah.
Christianity and our beautiful lakes and skies. And the white is the snow that covers the ground for so much of the year.
Onko noita
We are just about to rejoin our main tour. Full commentary will resume from here. Straight and their angles clear and have lots of money.
Jag kör på lite sånt i left.
The homes use plenty of glass and chrome to mirror the shifting sky and invite the outside in. It's an architectural tradition popularized by Finnish architect Alvar Aalto, who has become an international design hero. Buy a cup of coffee in a cafe around here, and you could end up sitting next to a local celebrity. The Helsinki elite gravitate here because it's close to the city and has beautiful views of the Baltic.
Beautiful view som man kör.
Old shipyard, yeah.
Biggest TV stars, a ship called the Royal Viking Star. She docked there for 9 years while an American TV studio filmed the 1970s and 80s TV sitcom, The Love Boat. The boat's long gone, but the show is a pop culture icon with an unsinkable legacy. Today, shipyards in Finland produce some of the best icebreakers in the world. Our industrial manufacturing industry became famous in the difficult years after World War II, when poverty forced us to industrialize extremely quickly, and we began producing world-class ships, trains and machines for the international market. This is our stop for the flea market, where you might just be lucky enough to spot a vintage Alvar Aalto glass vase. Happy hunting!
Perché ma ho carezzi qui antichi.
Free market all.
Der Flohmarkt ist der auch.
Aber ich sehe nicht viel heute. Ne?
I'm sure I'm saying. Is dat nog zo? Dat kan free market. Dat kan binnen. Free market.
Swedish theater. Hier ist ein Auftritt, gell?
Also, so. It's a holidays. Boulevard, was ist das drin?
Boulevard.
Ganz normal.
And the Swedes, especially in ice hockey. It's our other religion. For many years, since our first World Cup game in 1928, we have fought not to win, but just to beat Sweden. Just once. We had to wait 66 years before we beat them for the first time in Italy. Amazingly, we followed that up with the first time ever gold medal in the 1995 championships held in the Swedish capital Stockholm.
And railway,
That year, we all rode the team's coattails to the top of the world.
railway station.
Now it's game on, and
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can beat them to gold
Tomorrow.
in 2011.
Temple. Għadha benefiċċjata.
White curved building ahead is the Swedish Theatre, a Swedish language theatre that was the first national stage of Finland.
Swedish theatre.
It's been built
L-abjad.
and rebuilt 3 times, either because it burned down or needed to be expanded.
Tlet darbiet,
This is our stop for the Swedish Theatre.
għax inħara
Shopping in
jew
Stockholm
naridu
and
jgħamlu.
Helsinki Esplanade.
Helsinki Esplanade u Stockholm.
Esplanade, das ist
Ja, das ist so ein
Das Swedish Theater.
Also City Center, kann man sagen.
We're now in
Għawek ġena
Esplanade Park.
d-doktor.
For 200 years, this has been ferry stop to pick up passengers going to the island fortress of Suomenlahden.
Mototor. Lek ma mornix.
Pinski l-katidri, ta'
Dik ma mornix.
katidri l-okkur.
Forse ma nizlu il-provaw morra, da.
U għamlin mor, s-serazz.
Hop off
Xintin
here to
il-wili,
explore the market or take our boat tour.
Stop number 11, the Market Square.
Markets.
Tutti.
L-mizzeġu nota. Tawada.
Das ist das Symbol des Umgebens. Vergossen für deine weil die so schlecht ist. Und so rattig, das ist immer kein Brot mehr, ich habe ein Müsli-Riegel. Der Leib. Wo? Hier. Musst du hier hin? Meine Zeit? Ich hab da ja noch zu Hause was.
Da, vi får stitch.
The statue there.
Ja.
April, ikun iġu hundreds of thousands. Lejdu l-istess.
Festive celebration of Viroa ushers in the spring and Workers' Day on the 1st of May.
Ja, bei uns.
Ja. Aber diese Studentenfeier, also ganz im Mai, ist natürlich so eine besondere finnische Spezialität. Also es ist ja wirklich so ein Volksfest.
Ja, oder auch Walpurgisnacht.
Ja.
In Karlstad.
Ja. Ja, aber hier ist wirklich so was so.
Rridu jagħmlu bħal Pariġi, modell. Għaxan sabisin. Mħalta marru
And the buzz of live music from the special outdoor stage in front of Cafe Kaupunki. If you look around, you'll notice there are no ugly electricity, telephone or utility cables here or on any Helsinki street. We keep our streets neat and free of cables by burying our utilities deep underground and we take care to use energy efficiently. There are 4 city power stations nearby that generate tons of hot water as a byproduct of electricity production. Instead of wasting it, it's piped directly into our buildings for heating. Putting the pipes underground preserves the heat during the cold winter and allows us to use the excess warm water to heat some of the streets in town. So you don't need to worry about slipping on ice when you're out shopping. We're now in Helsinki's most popular shopping district. Look out on the right for the flagship store of Stockmann, a homegrown luxury department store that rivals Harrods in London or Macy's of New York. Like Harrods and Macy's, the annual Christmas windows at Stockmann are really not to be missed.
Christmas windows.
Crowds gather on the store outside to see the
Christmas.
and then people go inside where you can get absolutely anything and everything. Stocky's Cloak or Stockan by the main entrance is known by everyone in town and is a tradition
me ودينا ستوكمان
في قدينا البيت popolari ħafna ditti.
Iva, bidden.
Stop number 12, Kiasma.
Colourful geometrics. Think Jackie Kennedy on the presidential campaign trail. Marimekko's designs have kept up with the times so successfully that even Carrie Bradshaw from Sex in the City is a Marimekko girl. Other Finnish brands seen on the Paris catwalks are Lovia, Unains, and Ritual Helsinki. This is the stop for the Sokkos department store, where you can get the latest Finnish and international trends and gifts for your loved ones back home.
18.
Quirky metal-clad curves of classic Museum of Contemporary Art.
Museum of Contemporary Art.
It's well worth visiting. The church has been built into a cavity blasted out of a solid granite outcrop, and so it's a little like being cradled in a peaceful womb of rock with a soaring glass and copper sky. The ceiling, the doors, the balcony, and all the seats have been wound with copper, which makes the place look like it was touched by King Midas. They used 22 kilometers of copper cable, which is amazing, given that it was built in the 1960s, during years of desperate poverty after World War II. Luckily, we had two things in abundance: large deposits of copper and design talent. Together, these created this beautiful space and helped Finland turn her struggling economy around. And turn right up the first road. The church is 150 meters up the road. You can take photos inside, but please talk quietly, as it is a working church. There is a small entrance fee.
Il-Rock Church għamula isadom ħafna ġel-blat u ġebu kollu koper. Sabiħa
Church.
The Rock Church. Fede the Rock Church?
Ufu, naħseb. Jella koktu d-rock.
Rock Church.
Lukio High School and on
The School of Business University.
these institutions best education system.
That was world's best education system.
International educators wanting to discover orthodox less is more policy. It seems that allowing children to spend more time playing, having fun, and just being children is producing a nation of highly literate and creative minds. From 1896, and a wooden roller coaster that promises you the ride of your life. And with several roller coasters, river rapids, a Ferris wheel, and towers to tumble from, you surely won't get bored. Proceeds from the park help Finnish child welfare, and entrance is free.
شيء تستطيع
Aha. Tähän viikolla näin.
Sinne kyllä pääsis. Sinne lisämään tai kato, kun maamupyörä pyörii.
Ei.
Is a small inlet of the Baltic Sea called Tallinnaa.
بتشوف البالتيك سي
Baltic teems with fish like Baltic herring, cod, flounder, and eel. But interestingly, it has such low salinity that some freshwater species have been able to adapt to the seawater. So you could catch a freshwater bream in this seawater bay. Some of our sea fish also move to the freshwater lakes to breed. So along with freshwater perch, pike and zander, you might catch Atlantic salmon and sea trout in the lakes too. Once you've caught your fish, there are 1,001 ways to eat it. Fried, smoked, salted, dried, boiled, fermented, sliced or raw. But whatever you do, try the pickled herring, especially if you're here during the madness of
Center,
midsummer.
alltså centrum. On boat, center.
The Castle of Dreams on our left is the Finnish National Opera House, where you'll find love, revenge, passion,
National Opera House.
in sequence, sound and colour. Many of the 140 performances held here every year will be in a language you won't understand. But that doesn't matter, because opera speaks to the heart. Building was finished in 1993, but opera has been part of our landscape for almost 150 years. We even produce operas in Finnish. Concert and Conference Center, Alvar Aalto's masterpiece.
Jury Conference Center.
Negotiations deep inside those white marble-clad walls lifted the Iron Curtain. It took promises and negotiations, haggling and whispered bargains, but they did it. A war was won with words. In 1975, the heads of 35 European countries shook hands and signed the Helsinki Peace Accord, ending the 30-year-long Cold War between the communist bloc and the West. We were especially pleased to have peace because we traded with both America and Russia, and we were right in the middle of the nuclear missile flight path between the two warring superpowers.
فيرما والتريتي الكولد وور Helsinki
Finland is coming up on our right. Look for the statue of the bear outside. It's our national animal and sacred to the ancient. In the museum, you can explore our history from medieval times to the 19th century. Finlandian Conference and Concert
En timme lagt den, men
Outdoor Music Center.
20 timmar.
20.
Stop number 16, National Museum.
National Museum.
ورا الروك تشيرش تقريبا stops.
Okay, 18.
18. Il-Botanic Gardens biċin għaxan stop il-Botanic Gardens.
Ma botti għaxem l-ura.
Saqba d-naħi.
Okay, ma tiftit.
Music
Concert
center.
hall where classical music comes alive throughout the year.
Mara l-building, wieħed zdej liħor, kolla differenti.
Forum facciata.
On our right is the National Parliament building, where
Right,
Finland's
il-Parlament.
representatives meet and administer our democratic welfare state. We have an open democracy, so every 4 years we go to the polls to have our say. And everyone is welcome to go in and listen to the discussions held here.
Amerika.
Finland was the first European country to give women the right to vote,
Centro
and the second in the world to implement universal suffrage.
Sokus. Ġina fiġina.
Is Helsinki, where you can enjoy a moment of quiet reflection, even in the hustle and bustle of the
That train station.
The chapel of silence is made entirely of wood that absorbs all sound. So when you walk inside, you're cushioned in complete silence, even when the square is full of people. It was built for World Design Capital 2012.
Post office. Post office.
Bitaw kwart.
Holiday Inn.
Għandu dini.
Green clock tower on the left is the Helsinki Central Railway Station.
Railway station.
In 2013, she was voted one of the world's 10 most beautiful railway stations by the BBC. But this Miss World is not just a pretty face. She's also Finland's most visited building and the bustling nerve centre of most public transport in Greater Helsinki. Up to 200,000 passengers use the station every day for local and
200,000
long-distance travel.
passengers every day.
Sabit train station ġewwa.
Jgħidlek was voted one of the most beautiful railway stations.
Sabiħ.
Nofs il-popolazzjoni tagħna. Twaġġani Brahman. Wonder Hawks qed jisru ġodani. Anzi fit-terra qegħdin
Issa. Biċċa xejn kollha.
Casa l-erba. Mhux daqsa kbira tal-ċentru. Il-barra kbira, imma ċ-ċentru mhux daqsa mhux qed jitkellem. Fid-darra.
Il-biċċa.
As we get closer to the station, you'll see 4 giant stone men on either side of the arched entrance, lighting the night with spherical lamps. They are the giving me head or stone men, mythical figures familiar to everybody in Finland. These romantic set off here to see the Art Nouveau interior of our railway station. It's ranked up there with New York's Grand Central Station. Or visit the nearby Atheneum.
Stop number 17, Atheneum.
Finland's largest collections of classical art.
Okay.
16.
Isn't it?
I'm going to go to the salon and just check to see if there is availability.
One thing you'll find in the pockets of every travelling fan is a faithful blue chocolate. It's the nostalgic flavour of home. Carl Faze's beloved brand has been around since 1922.
In my head.
And neither the recipe nor the blue and gold wrapping has changed.
Japanese, no.
Try it, and I'll bet you pine long after you've returned home. And immigrants to Finland know they have truly settled only when they go looking for something sweet. And come home for salmiakki, our salty Irish sweet that's certainly an acquired taste.
Zimnische metro.
When you were saying you can't take food or I don't mind it. I know you talked about that.
The station will have one step
What was I thinking earlier? I know where we're Finland. Oh, she said about the chocolate, talking about chocolate there. And I'm thinking, what did I say earlier? I know.
So incidentally, Helsinki has a relatively low population density at around 17 people in every square kilometre.
17 people every square millimeter, every square millimeter, every square meter, 17 square meter, kilometers, and that's 17 people.
So that you don't miss out on anything.
Welcome on the camera, which popular.
That's what Alison says that he talked about that is like Jonah is so happy, no homework.
Yeah.
Stop number 18, Botanic Garden.
Botanic Garden.
Phone on the right was once voted a favourite by the people of Helsinki.
Botanic Garden is
The artist, Emil Selkroit, is considered a master sculptor of horses. This one, eyed in
Botanic Garden is on the left.
represents a tender moment of return. In Finland, men and women tend to share responsibility for nurturing and raising children.
So when they got out there, we just got up and around and go see church squares, streets on the arch and walking through.
National Bank, sorry. National Bank.
I'm assuming this is taking us back to the boat.
Och det يتكلم هم bara finns en ställe.
Just canonically the first churchy buildings.
انت شاطيت انا مش شاطيت الصح. ها؟ ما بشوف. ما نشوف بيبي عندي بس. نسبح من البيرة. لا رعاية لا يكيس. Voilà, c'est bon, allez. It's not GPS.
posset.
Facile.
Aha. Dove sarebbe il motto?
Dove sta il mozzo?
Guarda ritrat.
Ci sta.
Dans oliva säga tara. Jag får drack. Cimengas. Pezzo di cimengas.
هذا فيه كروز. هذا.
Urișamat. Urișamat.
Asta e ca și Africa, nu ca și Africa.
Le, ți-e orișamat.
Somalia. Aber der sagt irgendwie nicht.
Asuu.
Ja, das ist cool. Das war ein Wasch. Final babu, Anastofan. Warum ist das so lang? بالتابلت هذا التابلت
ستيروا فيديو
Istanbul market malang prova. Kushurba. Eh? Shish. Eh? Magak saru. Mashak. الطريق بدك نعرف شو اسمها؟
Storage, right.
الطريق بدك نعرف شو اسمها؟ النص This is the city center in Helsinki. ما نفس من طيب. Better, neden satıyor konsanayla? Ci sembra di tre, stata.
تاعنا بدينا لا مشي لا أو إدي بالنسبة له انت رحتي الهارد روك كافيه؟
ولا طويلة اهو كنا لا ترام
يستمع ترام برا ايدي
تحدينا هذا
ما نهاتها برا مش للتشنترو
الو شيش لا الفacciata oh. Una facciata
da torta saluto.
Eh?
Mhux ġejt